this is it. The last Kingdom Hearts 3 video, at least for the foreseeable future. I have looked into if there's some fun mods, and it's mostly model swapped, playing as Roxas, playing as Xion, playing as Vanitas, which is probably the easiest, because look at this man. And then having like things like the ultimate weapon switched out for the Ki, Kai Axe-Blade, having the Gazing Eye, which is officially named No Name at this point, I'm pretty sure. Or both names work? I don't know. Instead of some Keyblades, Young Xehanort Keyblade swaps galore. No major overhaul mods, though. There's one mod which is kind of useful in that you can change your playable character. Which is fun, because you can then actually play as the in-game version of Roxas rather than just a model swap. And you can actually use that to spawn an infinite amount of any enemy you want. So you can have like 10 Xehanorts fighting at the same time, and that would be kind of fun for a video, and I might use that for a video at some point, like killing 10 Xehanorts, or Sora versus 10 Xehanorts, or whatever. That would be fun. But you can also do that with your Zora, and that's just not going to happen. So that's not what we're going to be doing after the series. I'll get into what we will be doing in a moment, though I don't want to talk too much over this cutscene, because
it sure is awful quiet here.
Because that. Also, I'm cold. I'm going to wear my hoodie. There's multiple Xehanorts. Oh, that actually does make sense, doesn't it?
Hey! What?
I am very curious how difficult all the separate stages are going to be, because I recall the first one not being too bad, but now that we're in critical mode and everything hits me for like half my HP,
What's going on?
I feel like this first one might be one of the more difficult stages of the final boss fight here. I might be mistaken though, I don't know. Maybe it's still going to be very easy, because there's 13 of them and it has to be balanced around the fact that there's... Actually, I think there's 12. I don't think Master Xehanort is part of this.
Are you serious?
This is right about the moment where Sora thinks, I done fucked up going in on my own, didn't I? He kinda did. If you didn't have flood armor, you would be absolutely fucked right now. No shit, Sherlock.
Oh, I don't think they're the locals. Ready?
No, I'm not. I'm very much not ready. But we gotta do this. We gotta finish. We gotta finish.
Huh?
Before we can move on to the next series. We have to burn the Xehanort before we start all over again. That will make sense in a moment, because we're going to be fighting them now. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to go back all the way to Kingdom Hearts 1 after this. Oh, I am terrified! This is not going to be fun, is it? Because there is a Kingdom Hearts 1 randomizer now. There's a PC version of 1.5 plus 2.5, which I immediately bought when I decided to go do that as a series. Which also means that I literally have no use for my PS4 anymore at all now. Well, I guess I still have Kingdom Hearts 3 on here. But that's going to be a matter of time before I get the PC version of that as well, when there's an interesting mod for Kingdom Hearts 3. At the moment, there aren't really any that I've found so far, but there's gotta like be some in development that are interesting. Maybe not randomizers, but like overhaul mods, things like that. Things that are more than just retextures, right? Because while retextures and remodeling is a lot of fun, it's not a lot to like base an entire purchase of this entire game. Wait, where is everybody? I lost Xehanort 12 times! Okay, can somebody please just let me hit them? No. Yeah, so this actually ended up being kind of as dangerous as I was afraid of. No. Okay, we are going to... Actually, I'm thinking... You know what? We're doing this. We're actually using links again. Okay, that's a very not good idea. Never mind. I thought that might work. It doesn't. What we're going to do instead is we're going to go Favorite Deputy. And we're going to use this Shuttler. Because this might also hit some other Xehanort clones in the meantime. Oh, they all share 1 HP bar. I didn't notice that before. But that does make sense. Because they're now all Xehanort. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. It's mostly chaotic.
Of all the places to be sent.
Master Xehanort!
Behold, this town.
Daybreak Town?
A seat of power for all Keyblade wielders.
Daybreak Town.
It is the nexus from which all worlds spring.
Daybreak Town. We're so close to the finale of Union Cross as well. Like, I've already seen a 7-hour complete story. But there should be one more story update before it is officially over, right? So that might have been a little premature from that person.
And my other selves can be one. United in Scala et Caelum.
Daybreak Town. Or Cable Town, as it was known as in early development, I'm pretty sure. He's got a real veiny head, doesn't he? That's one change they made. Well, I don't think... Did he have veiny skull in Birth by Sleep? I don't think he did. It would have probably looked real goofy on the low resolution textures they had to work with.
Let's get him.
Yeah!
But it feels a little too veiny, I don't know. Nice little attention to detail there is the goat head is not actually where Xehanort's head is. The goat head is just a piece on top. You can actually see him poking through the neck. Like his little like goatee. It's not a goatee, it's what is it called? It should be called a goatee because it's the thing that goats have. That's the reason Xehanort has it, because his like the reference to like the goat on his Keyblade, which is part of the Fortellus Keyblade lineup, which people figured out very, very quickly after like the original Kingdom Hearts. What was it called? Kingdom Hearts Key, I believe. Okay. At this point, okay. One thing I have to remind myself of, very, very important, is you can air step. I always forget that, and in this battle, that's actually relevant. So let's try not to forget that. Look at the amount of HP this man has. There's also a mod to remove this like wall running graphic, and I don't know why you would want to remove that, to be honest, because that seems highly useful. Because even with this graphic in the game, I oftentimes end up getting very confused where I can and cannot wall run. No. Thank you, Donald. You actually came through for me. That's the first for everything, I suppose. This might be one of the more difficult parts of the fight. I don't think the actual like final form, where he actually has the Keyblade, is that difficult. His data version is hell. It's absolutely hell. But I don't think it's as bad in this version. It's this one and the underwater part of this fight that are real annoying. That being said, Rage Form is absolutely tearing this dude up. So I'm quite enjoying that, because that's like half your HP gone. Meaning that this phase is about to end, I think. And Rage Form is getting wasted a little here. You know what? I'm just gonna heal. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have air stabbed right into the middle of like a fire pillar. That maybe wasn't a great idea. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts 1. It's not a randomizer like the Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix randomizer. That's still being worked on for the PC version. There is a beta, but I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to wait that one out for a little bit longer. And I need to dodge this attack, whatever it might be. Okay. Sure. So what I'm gonna end up doing here is do a Kingdom Hearts 1 randomizer where it only randomizes like the items and rewards and all that kind of good stuff, right? No bosses or enemy randomized at all, which is a bit too bad, but it still could lead to some very weird situations where I get like Ultima Weapon in the first couple of worlds potentially. Let's use Ever After for the shot lock. No. Just for damage, and then we might as well do a second one immediately to heal, because otherwise we are fucked. Oh, where are you? Where are you? Wait, you're already doing your big boom fire pillar attack? That's a lot earlier than you did last time, just saying. So that's going to be fun, because it does randomize a lot of things. Literally everything except for the enemies are going to be randomized still. So, this is going to take me a while, isn't it? And remember in the last 3 episodes, when I was saying, oh, I'm a little bit over-leveled and it's maybe a little bit much, but
I admire your tenacity.
this is why. This is why, admittedly, I did have like a couple of days to grind if I had wanted to. Probably should be doing more of this, eh? Come on, Ever After. There we go. Okay, actually, wow, this is going well. This is a real good attempt so far. I'm liking this. Let's go back to Ever After, because we can shot lock the fuck out of him, and that probably should push him into that move again, most likely. Maybe don't attack me, if at all possible. Thank you. I was gonna use the air stab, and you didn't let me. Quick stab, air stab, I don't know. You know what I mean. You know what? I'm not taking any risks. Not doing it. Am I actually using counters? I am officially a Kingdom Hearts pro now, because I'm using counters. No, maybe I'm not a pro. Maybe I'm not a pro. Never mind, Xehanort, you don't have to go that hard on me. I'm not a pro. I'm a noob. I'm a very big noob. Fine. Okay, one more try and then I'll just cut ahead until I can survive that phase. If I can survive that phase, I'm pretty sure we're fine. Because every time you die after a phase change, you restart at that phase change, right? That is what Kingdom Hearts 3 does, and I was very annoyed about initially. But with critical mode, I can actually kind of see why that was a waste of MP. With critical mode, I can actually see why that is a very nice feature rather than a oh, this is making it way too easy feature. Because Kingdom Hearts 3 without critical mode is too easy. Like it is ridiculously easy. No. Should not be using. Actually, maybe I should be using that. Come on. You know what? Good enough. Get me back some HP. And then immediately Come on. There we go. That should cause you into that move. Yeah, okay, there we go. The one thing I've always wondered about this fight is, why doesn't he use the Keyblade here? He uses it later in battle, and the real answer is because they wanted to save the Keyblade for the actual final fight. And while that does make some amount of sense from like the escalation, like power escalation standpoint, he has access to the Keyblade. Why not use it? Like, at least establish that it's like very like difficult to use or something. If you're not gonna have him use it the entire time. What's happening here? Why can't I go down? You know what? Let's save this. No. No. There we go. Okay, I survived. Why am I still using Hyper Hammer? I was gonna not use that. Didn't I switch away from that Keyblade? Rage Form, there we go. Wait, if I had Hyper Hammer and transformed into Rage Form, no, because it's a different transformation, so probably would have gone... Matter of fact, I think it went back to Favorite Deputy because I didn't actually switch my Keyblade. Yeah, no, that does make sense. Okay, so this is a phase change. I think that counts as a checkpoint for within the battle. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm fairly sure. Okay, so we're doing the underwater part first. I misremembered. I thought the underwater part was the last bit. You can actually see Daybreak Town's tower in this underwater section, which is very cool. I'll try to show you if I don't get demolished by the underwater physics. You might be able to see it even in this cutscene. They don't, like, try to hide it. That silhouette is the Daybreak Town tower. So that's kind of neat. I don't think... Yeah, you don't have shot locks. I mean, I wouldn't have had shot lock anyway. No, I would have, actually. I have that ability equipped. We should just absolutely annihilate him fairly quickly. Because, again, underwater combat sucks real bad. And as does dying, so let's try to not do that. Wait a second, does it restock items? Due to the phase change? That is amazing! It's just 3 battles that share an HP bar. That's what happens. Okay, that's good to know. Should not be using the fire magic with... a bit of a waste. With Favorite Deputy, but you know what? It worked out. It still does a lot of damage, so... we'll be fine. Again, Daybreak Town. There you go. There's also no blocking. It's just... the underwater combat, I fucking hate it. I mean, I never use Guard and Counter-Strike. Type of Counter-Strike? That's not what it's called. That's a game. Never use those counter abilities very much, so maybe I shouldn't be complaining about them not being available, because it probably doesn't make that much of a difference, but still.
Shall be your resting place.
I need to... I can't switch Keyblades underwater, that is... Right, I forgot about that for a moment. Okay. Also, don't have aerial recovery because clearly we're not on the air. Actually, okay, when you put it like that, that does make a certain amount of sense. You wouldn't have aerial recovery underwater. Then again, physics underwater are more like physics in the air than on... Wait a second. I was already at 1 HP? This might be the most problematic part. Never mind. I said the most problematic part was the last part. Maybe it'll be this part. I honestly don't know. I have lost my ability to speak English, apparently. It is just so flabbergasted through this fight. Fucking hate underwater combat. Kingdom Hearts 4 don't have underwater combat. Nobody likes the Kingdom Hearts 1. Nobody likes the Kingdom Hearts 3. You did well in Kingdom Hearts 2. The underwater world, you figured, you know what, let's not have combat here, because that fucking sucks. And at least, like, the same physics apply to Neverland's flight combat, but at least there, most of the time you have a choice not to actually be flying around and just, like, use jumping, if you prefer. Which, I would guess that most people did prefer that. Well, that's 2 potions back to back, isn't it? Where's Xehanort? Where is Xehanort? Is Xehanort just... There he is! You son of a goat! Come on. Just let me fucking murder you. You don't have that much HP in this phase, do you? I think it's like 20% of the HP boss is just this phase, which isn't that much, all things considered. So we should be able to do this. Clearly we are not, but we should be able to. And I really would really rather have Honey Spout for this fight, I think, but we're gonna have to deal with Favorite Deputy. Why can't I use... Why aren't you letting me use... Wait. That was not what I meant to do. Damn it. Why couldn't I use more magic? That's weird. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to use my Athos here, because magic seems to be the only reliable way to damage Xehanort on the water here. And also, to stay alive. Xehanort, come back. I need to fire you. That's not what I meant. But if I were your employer, I would fuck the hell out of you. I wouldn't. I would not. That's workplace harassment. We don't do that. I'm gonna try to focus and just give it a shot, I think. Because this otherwise it's gonna take forever. I do think the spamming ether strategy might be the best. So we're gonna do that for a bit here. Because it is the easiest way and mostly the safest way to deal damage to him, I think. And we just heal with high potions instead. Wait. I was gonna say, did that give me like that little MP back? No, it does give you all your MP back. You just need to actually use the item. Look, I just wanted to leave Racer to be sure about surviving here. Because otherwise that happens. See, that worked. Used 3 Ethers and both my high potions. Also at some point was swimming against the border because I thought Xehanort was outside the border, but my camera was outside the border. It was real confusing for a moment there. But we did the underwater part, so that was fun. I'm really hoping that my theory about item restocking between phase changes of the fight holds up, because otherwise I have no potions and like I think I have 2 high Ethers still. So that could be useful, but I'd rather just get my items restocked. Especially for the actual final fight coming up after this phase. We're already 26 minutes into the recording, holy shit! Most of that is not cut out. Like, the moment I shut up and started focusing on my attempt, I won. I didn't have any deaths between that cut and right now. I just had a victory. Question. Okay, I do have my items back. That's good to know. Also, I have my focus back, so I can actually shot lock him, which would be fan-fucking-tastic, because that's going to take away like half his remaining HP. And then this is going to take away a fair bit more and also heal me in the process. And that leaves him with less than an HP bar! Oh, I love Ever After so goddamn much, it's ridiculous. There's no way you're surviving now, right? There we go, that was definitely the easiest phase, without a shadow of a doubt. Now we get into the actual final fight, and I am kind of terrified. I'm fairly terrified of that. The actual final boss on critical mode. I don't know how this is going to go. You little shit. How do you even know he's up there? And how do Donald and Goofy get up there? Because you can like do this free running stuff, like slow motion. How the fuck did they get up there? Because they can't do that. Can they?
It's all over, Xehanort!
Never noticed the music is actually kind of
You
cool.
thought you could contain me here? Knowing all that you do about connections?
Is the idea that he wasn't supposed to be able to have the Keyblade inside here, and that's why they're surprised that he summons it now? Because if so, like both the thing I said last episode about why would you send somebody back in time who has the power to alter the universe,
One destiny.
is moot. As well as the point I just made about why isn't he using the Keyblade earlier, which that's still moot, because if he still can use that, why didn't he use it earlier? I still haven't given them the new items, have I? I don't think I have. Anyway, final boss time. This is going to be an interesting time. Let's try to start with a... No. First time I did this, this was pretty much a fully mid-air battle. And I think it is designed to be that, just because that feels so much more epic. Yeah, okay, this actually seems kind of fine, honestly. If I can land a shot lock on you. Yeah, this fight is not going to be an issue. The rage mode, rage form portion of the fight might be slightly problematic. But other than that, I think we are mostly going to be fine. Especially if we can keep using... No. Maybe the moment we can't use magic anymore, it becomes a problem. Yeah, kind of feels that way, doesn't it? Well, we do have Athos for a reason. And that is to use them. So probably a shoot. I don't know if this counts as a phase change in the battle. I don't think it does. I think this entire Master Xehanort fight is one fight, and if I die towards the very end, I have to restart from the very beginning. That might not exactly be the case. This might be a phase change in the fight. With very bad voice acting. And as such a checkpoint. I guess we'll figure that out, because I'm sure to die. I am going to die. I don't think that I'm going to be able to do this fight in one go. I mean, it doesn't refill my MP and other bar, focus bar. So I'm assuming it does not count as a checkpoint either. I mean, you're teleporting quicker doesn't mean that I can't block it. Well, actually it does mean that blocking it does become a bit more difficult. But if you're just spamming block until you see the attack button... Fire-Razor! Yes! Honey Blasters is maybe not the best Keyblade transformation for a one-on-one boss fight. Still, I'm using Cura, by the way, because it literally doesn't make a difference. Or does Curaga also heal Donald and Goofy? Because if it does, that actually gives it a decent reason to exist. Now, this is not a great... Yeah, this is not great. Let's just use the finisher. and totally miss with it. You know what? We're gonna go for favorite deputy because I'm not using that much magic anyway. You should be Goofy Bombardier. There we go. That's fine. You should be going into the anti-Sora bit of the fight any moment now. Yeah, that is an entire miss, isn't it? Let's use an Ether. Go into Ever After and bombard you with fire. And there we go. This is pretty much the final part of the fight. So far we're doing fantastically, honestly. Attack Master Xehanort to reclaim your right. Yeah, I can't heal during this entire thing, so I need to do this as quickly as humanly possible. Also, I'm not actually damaging Xehanort during this, so doesn't even give me the benefit of the insane offensive capabilities of this form. I need to finish an entire, like, combo finisher on him, I think. Or maybe an entire, one of those triangle fill-up things. Command style filling thing. I can't think. Have to fight. Which does make sense because I'm in rage form. Actually. Seems kind of fitting. Return to light. There we go. And I can... That does damage him, eh? Doesn't it? It damages him a lot. Holy shit. Okay. This could be dangerous.
Expire.
It could be worse. So far I'm blocking fairly well. Better than I was expecting to be able to. Ah, there we have it. Okay. Okay, let's not die. Okay. That's been the most difficult part of the fight. Am I going to do this in one shot? I think I'm doing this in one shot. I'm definitely doing this in one shot, aren't I? Don't kill me now. Do not dare kill me now. If you kill me now, I'm going to be so upset. Oh my god, I survived. Come on. Die. Xehanort, I don't get greedy now. Don't get greedy, Sora. I don't know why I'm talking to Sora. I'm the one controlling him. Just use your counters. Last raid. There we go. We won. Holy shit. That last bit was stressful. That last bit was real stressful. This is just a cutscene. We're gonna have to mash triangle in a moment, I think, because you can't have Kingdom Hearts game without a quick time event at the end, right? Oh no, we died. We have to redo the entire fucking No, of course not. Oh, I forgot! That scared the living crap out of me. When you're using a PS4, the controller has speakers in it. One speaker, I guess. And you can hear... I don't know if you can hear. Let me try. That's coming out of my controller. I wonder if it actually does do the same thing. It doesn't do this on Xbox, I do know that much for sure. I wonder if it does the same thing if you're using a DualShock 4 controller on the PC version. Surely it has the ability to check for that, because it was originally developed for the PS4, right? And Xbox, but let's be honest. Kingdom Hearts has always lived on PlayStation, so it's real weird for me as well to play it on my PC. Real weird. Looking forward to being able to play it in 4K though, when I eventually get a 4K monitor and a graphics card that can run it in 4K. That being said, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 shouldn't be an issue in 4K because they're very old games. Well, higher resolution, yeah, but still. So that shouldn't be a problem. I don't have a 4K monitor as of right now. I'm planning on getting one soon-ish. Not particularly for gaming though. So I don't know if it's going to have like bad response times, because I care more about like color accuracy. So it's not going to be like a 144 Hz 4K monitor or anything stupid like that.
How?
It's over now! You lost!
No, look. You are too late.
Are we really?
What's gonna happen?
A purge. The world will be returned whence it started. The world began in darkness, and from that darkness came light. From the light came the people, and the people had hearts. Evil burgeoned in those hearts, begetting more darkness. And that darkness spread across the world like a plague. The light, the symbol of the world's hope, was devoured by shadow, leaving nothing but ruin and utter failure.
Just like you.
But the first light, the light of Kingdom Hearts, it can give us a new start. An empty world, pure and bright.
It wasn't your decision to make.
Then whose was it? The world needs someone to stand up and lead. Someone strong. To stop the weak from polluting the world with their endless darkness.
Says you, Mr. Darkness
Someone
Boy.
to dictate their destiny.
If anybody has a boner for darkness,
If
it's you.
so, you're not that person, Xehanort. A real leader knows that destiny is beyond his control, and accepts that.
You make me think of an old friend.
Look!
See, Sora's the Master of Masters. That's all I'm saying. Sora's the Master of Masters. He makes me think of an old friend. The Master of Masters, he'd met him a very long time ago. Obviously, he's referring to Ericus, but still. I would very much like to think that he's talking about the Master of Masters here. So Sora is the Master of Masters. I hope that that theory is true. I'm still voting Damix, though.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts is closing on the other side, but we managed to follow our hearts to you.
Master Xehanort. There's more to light than meets the eye. As I told you.
You sly fox.
Again, a moment that's played up as this amazing reveal, but everybody kind of already knew this? So, hello, Ericus. Welcome back, Mark Hamill.
Now hand over the Keyblade, Xehanort.
It is too late.
For us, perhaps, but not for them.
No. I can do this.
Does that mean Ericus is physically there?
Enough. Checkmate.
Sleeping realm theory? Question mark? Maybe. Let's say it's sleeping realm theory.
I told you that you might be surprised.
Yeah, you got me.
Huh? Really?
What?
It's just, you never admit it when you lose.
That's 'cause I never lose.
Oh, come on.
Good game today.
I try.
Maybe I won't go as far as you.
Huh?
When the world needs a defender, they'll pick you, Ericus.
Well, you tried to destroy it, to be fair.
Huh? You think?
But that doesn't mean that I can't be there for you.
To kill you.
Yeah.
Good job.
I'll be there for
Xenos.
you.
Good fucking job. I'll be there for you to stab you in the fucking back. And try to blind you. In opposite order, obviously. You can't blind somebody after they're dead. Can you, though? You can still damage their eyes. Isn't that person blind because their brain doesn't work anymore? Anyway, this cutscene I've been hyping up towards a long time. 2 words added to what Xenos about to say here. That's all it needed.
Very well done.
Master Sora. Why isn't that a thing? This would have been the greatest, like... It would have made the attempt to redeem Xehanort a bit better. And Sora at this point deserves the Mark of Mastery so much more than anybody here.
Forgive your foolish teacher.
Also, Ericus is a little uncanny valley here. I don't know why.
Master.
Then, I put you through such a harrowing experience.
Also, I tried to kill you.
And Aqua, I left you with such a heavy burden. Terra, look after them for me.
Sarah, you kind of fucked up too. I'm not going to say sorry to you. It's kind of your fault, Terra. If you hadn't been such a darkness bitch boy, none of this would have happened. At least not in this way, I suppose.
Here. Ready, my friend?
Yes.
Sora, let's close it.
Everybody help me out.
We need to get a cool group shot. You're gonna be a hero, but I gotta look cool doing it. Also, my friends are my power, I guess. It's a way too symmetrical shot to actually use for the thumbnail. But other than that, it is a nice shot. I'll give you that. I'll probably just get a still frame from Xehanort with the Keyblade, Keyblade, X-Blade.
It's finally over.
Oh.
No.
We'll find Kairi. Let's head back to Master Yen Sid. We can figure it out.
No. I know what to do.
Sora!
My whole journey began the day I lost her. And every time I find her, she slips away again.
Yeah, so maybe stop trying to find her.
I thought we'd finally be together. But she's out there. Alone. Not for one more second.
That's right.
Thank you, Donald, Goofy. But this time, I have to go it alone.
Sora, listen. The power of waking isn't to go chase hearts around.
Then what did you all do?
If you do locate Kairi, you might never come home to us again.
Because it sounded like you did the exact same thing just in that last cutscene.
Before you know it.
Please.
Let him go, Mickey.
Riku!
His heart and his mind are made up. Now believe in him.
Because Xehanort didn't just name him a master, so
Safe journey, Sora.
I will always be salty about that missed opportunity. Sorry for those sounds. I try to remember to cut those out. I don't know if... This is just dearly beloved, never mind. We're fine. We're fine for copyright purposes here. No, this is not dearly beloved. This is not dearly beloved, never mind. This might be a little dicey for copyright purposes. I don't think... Maybe it'll be an issue. I don't know. I don't think the instrumental version is an issue. I hope. Anyway, I feel like this video is long enough as is. Do we really need the final cutscenes here? Do we? I do like the quality of these final cutscenes. Like, the renders are fucking beautiful. It's very well done. And I like that Axel Lee actually like gets a, as well as Xion, actually gets like proper clothes, but are still reminiscent of those black coats. And Aiza, but who cares about Aiza, really? Also, why are they... Okay, that's why. I was going to say, why are they on the clock tower? Because none of these people are actually from Twilight Town other than maybe Roxas? Depending on how you want to look at it. Also, if they just zoomed out a little bit more, you could see Sora and Kairi there, apparently. But we're not going to experience that because I'm not going to do Remind as part of this series. If you want to see me play through Remind blind, I did a live stream series when it was initially released, so you can go look that up. I did the entire thing up until Yozora, where I just said, fuck it, I'm not doing this because this boss fight is bullshit. Because if you don't know the Yozora fight, it's bullshit. It is total and utter bullshit. It's the most bulliest of shit ever. Like, Lingering Will is a bullshit fight, but at least it doesn't do like half the annoying bullshit things that Yozora does. No hearts. Difficult fight. Not as bad. Mysterious figure. Also real difficult fight. Kind of bullshit at some points. Okay, definitely not listening to that part, because that is going to get me copyright yeeted straight into hell. I remember when this cutscene was added like a couple of days after the initial release. For the first couple of days that the game was released, this cutscene did not exist.
Finally, back where it belongs.
And it blew everyone's collective mind. This is honestly the only surprise plot twist which was set up before. Which I personally hadn't figured out, and most people I don't think had. Like everything else, like Terra being the Guardian, or well, that's one of the first and only examples that comes to mind at the moment. Everybody saw that coming. This was surprising, in a very well done way.
Did you summon us back?
Yep.
Is that you, Lucio? You look different.
Haven't heard that name in a long while.
Still, even though I know the reveal, it
Call me Zigbar.
oh man.
Hey, whatever suits you.
Is it really you?
Yeah, but some time ago I had to cast my old form away. Been through plenty more semblances since. But it's still me underneath it all.
What happened? Why are we here? You tell me!
I had a role to play. And after all these years, it's done.
What role?
A way for the Master of Masters to time travel to this point in time. Through a medium and a memory and something rather like that.
Meaning what?
I told her clear as day what it is I had to do.
And is that why you decided to exclude her?
As if. Ava had her own mission, and she carried it out.
I've heard enough! Lucio, what was your role?
Mostly just to exist. And keep that box. And what's inside the box?
I hope you like long stories.
Still wondering about that. Anyhow, that's more cutscenes? More cutscenes. Why not? This video isn't long enough as is already. I need to get to work as well in a moment.
Oh, right.
What's this?
I heard about this new game.
for Talos and the Master of
7
Masters,
black pieces. And
presumably. But Arthar's already, like, not relevant. So... very confusing where the story of Kingdom Hearts is going moving forward. Yeah, we're not going to bother with this. It's a secret ending. Proof of past times. We get the Oblivion. Finally, as I said before. This is new artwork. Not seen that artwork before. It's interesting, to say the least. Yeah, it's at the end. I know. Battle report. Can you please speed it up a little bit? I'm trying to keep this video under an hour if at all possible. Probably not. Critical mode. Enemies defeated is 5,397. Most used Keyblade is ever after for 12 hours. Distance traveled is 113 kilometers or 70 miles for freedom units. Most used situation command is Mirage Staff. That makes a lot of sense. Gummy Ship completion 19%. That's more than I would have thought, actually. Lucky Emblems 12 out of 90. Also more than I would have thought. Most consumed cuisine. I actually consumed some cuisine, and I did it all within, well, not within, but in about 40 hours. So let's go to the save menu, and we can put my save file. Actually, we can put it in here. If I need to re-record, I can just do all that again, because it's the only repeatable part of the game. And with that, we have finished Kingdom Hearts 3 in critical mode. And we will be starting back at Kingdom Hearts 1, but randomized, for the next episode, which I think this should be going up on Wednesday. So Friday, we start Kingdom Hearts 1 randomized. Until then, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, blah, 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 blah. We're not doing Remind. It says Remind, we're not doing Remind. Again, if you want to see Remind, I've already done that. If I don't forget, I'll put a link in the description. I'll probably forget.